The First 5 Years Fund has wonderful partners like Warren Buffett, Bill and Melinda Gates, the Pritzker family, you've probably never heard of them, the Packard family, Steve Ballmer, and more billionaires with their own foundation. They're obsessed with the idea of brainwashing children before they're 5 years old, and they're using cutting-edge neuroscience to suggest that they can change the way a child is going to grow up with robots and special programs, basically video games that condition children how to behave and think. And it just wouldn't be the same without George Soros and his Open Society getting involved. Their education support program, which gives millions of dollars to impact investing in education. That Pritzker fellow, he says we are in the nascent stages of a social impact bond boom. Could be as big as the New York Stock Exchange. I've heard people say, why are we letting investors make money off of our children? Well, that's silly. Oh yeah, and that billionaire J.B. Pritzker, he won the Illinois Democratic governor primary, and he's currently the governor of Illinois. Are you starting to see how huge this actually is? Billionaires are funding preschool programs to rewire your children's brains for a future that you don't want, using AI that you can't see, there's no transparency, funded by William Fences and Jeffrey Epstein. And just for the heck of it, we may as well get into James Heckman and the Heckman equation, which is funded by Pritzker and his Children's Initiative, along with Warren Buffett and George Soros. The Heckman equation creates impact bonds, which you invest in when a child is born. And your rate of return investment, the money you get back, is the highest when it's prenatal. And then the older they get, the less return you get on it. That's why they call themselves the economics of human potential. The return on investment for high-quality brainwashing programs starts from birth is 13% per annum. I know that if you're not into investing, that doesn't sound like much. That's giant. That's why people are investing billions of dollars into this. Now, only in this digital hell that I've been laying out this whole time does it make any sense how these people are going to get their money back. Because those bonds have to mature at some point, like 15, 20 years later when that child grows up, and they have to track everything that child does from birth to find out whether their investment was good or bad. So they're gambling on the futures of children before they're even 1 year old. Yeah, it's sociopathic. I mean, this is their official slides. Start at birth for greater gains. It's a profit program. Birth for 5 advocates, like that First 5 Years program created by the Obama administration, can use this research to strengthen their arguments for starting earlier than preschool to achieve greater returns. The more poverty there is, the more ADHD, the more autism, the bigger their return on their investment can be. They're turning human suffering and human problems into a commodity that they can buy and sell and trade. And you're going to have people short selling too. That's where you bet that something is going to fail instead of that it's going to succeed. And you make money because a community collapses and everybody becomes poorer in 15 years. What a sick, satanic, twisted scheme.